headset to the wrong mic. Classic. Hello, everybody. Welcome to BeepBox Radio, episode 164. Hey, it's Valentine's Day. Which it is, actually. It's kind of funny. Little fun fact. The reason why I can actually remember what day... hold on, let me put on the background music. The only reason why I can remember what day BeepBox Radio, not BeepBox Radio, Valentine's Day happens is because Sonic the Hedgehog, the first movie, released on Valentine's Day, and it's just such a random fun fact that I keep in my head, the back of my head all the time. Anyways, hello everybody. I'm glad you could all show up. How many people are there today? I actually have no idea. Let's find out. There seems to be 16 people here. Oh my goodness. So yeah. Okay, hold on. Regarding the first Sonic movie, I was actually like really excited to watch it because it was the first time I ever seen like a movie that's Sonic, and I was really into Sonic at the time, so I was like, yay! But yeah, it was all right. I did watch Sonic 3 though. The Sonic 3 movie. I have all the 3 Sonic movies actually. They're all really good. But anyways, we're gonna stop dilly-dallying regarding talking about the Sonic movie, unless you guys want to keep doing that for some reason. And we are going to get started. Yeah, I like the Sonic 3 movie as well. There was 20 people watching. Oh, that's cool. But yeah, I think we should just get started. Which the first song? Oh wait, what? I forgot to set the display to the right thing. Oh yeah, because last time. Oh, this is the wrong display. Actually, I'm an idiot. There we. What? No, that's the wrong one too. Hold on. I don't know why it's doing that. There we go. I forget. That's the one thing I always seem to forget, like, something. And that time I forgot to, set the thing to the right browser. Anyways. Yeah, let's get started once I put up the title of the song, which is, number 1, Rebound by creeperdoesredstone. Let's check this out. Alrighty, that was the first song, and overall, it wasn't really that bad. I actually found that pretty fun. But yeah, I was going to move straight to the next song, but I actually think it'd be kind of fun to, show something I made earlier, like a couple hours before I started radio. I made a bit of art just for just real quick. It didn't take that long. I think about probably 5 to 10 minutes. And that art is somewhere around here. I have to find it. Oh, music one. There we go. It's that. Hold on. I'll just leave this in the background while we listen to music. I don't know where to put this where it's not in the way. Like, there's nothing in the way. Hold on. I'll put you right there. Just ignore the text. There we go. Use a background remover? I have the file. I can just remove it. Next to the title? Okay, I'll put it up there real quick. Hold on. I gotta move the layers. There we go. We're gonna put that right here. There we go. I don't think any of the titles should be long enough to be able to clip that, so it's fine. OBS lets you key out colors. Well, there's text and an outline too, so I don't see the reason to do that. Oh my god, someone actually recognized that the outfit is supposed to be a maid's outfit, even though freaking Mari's not a maid. Anyways, there we go. Yeah, let's get going on to the next song, which is hold on. Title number 2, DV Dan by Trumpet Boy. The description says read Pastelink, which means we're going to be looking at Pastelink. Pastelink says, this is a 2AO3 style song I have been working on for a while now. 5 months into the day, funnily enough. I'm happy with the length, 357, and I think the sections complement each other fairly well. Enjoy! Yeah, it should be pretty good. No? I said DVD, Dan. Anyways, let's take a listen. Alrighty, that was really cool. I like that a lot, actually. Um, I don't know why, but I feel like every time I hear a 2AO3 song that goes like really hard, it kind of reminds me a lot of the main theme to what's that game called? Hold on. Actually, I must look this up. It's that NES Tim Fallon song. What's the game? Um, Solstice. It's the main theme for Solstice. It reminds me of that a lot because they always, I mean, it is the same instruments, but they always like have that kind of same energy, you know? So it's like, oh yeah, it sounds like Solstice, but like cool. Well, I mean, Solstice is cool, but it sounds different, you know? Anyways, I thought that was pretty cool. I think we should move on though, because I am not really actually. I'm not even doing anything. I just want to play video games. But yeah, the next song is number 3. Do you listen to the songs in full before playing them on radio? Before I didn't really do that all that much unless I needed to make sure that it was like of quality. But today I actually did listen to all of them already. Not all of them. Actually, I think I skipped a couple of them, but I listened to most of them. And I heard like a lot of them and I was like, oh yeah, this is fun. I actually did deny a few songs, mainly because of 2 reasons. One of them didn't have samples that was working, and the other one was because the song was abrasive enough where people would probably get mad at listening to it, so I decided to cut my losses and just not play that one. But yeah, we're going to be playing this song, which is Pure Joyfulness by Redacted the Alpha. We're going to be taking a look at this, and we're going to be seeing if this actually is pure joyful. Let's take a listen. That was pretty groovy. I think it's just nothing at the end. Yep, it is. Yeah, that was actually really nice. I heard Firefly NCS for a second. I don't think that's what it, I don't think it sounded like any NCS all that much. Uh, well, the average NCS song. But it was pretty good. I liked it a lot. It was joyful indeed. Yeah, it was actually rather calming and nice. Feels Christmassy. Oh, maybe just because of the music box. NCS Wilted Flower. I wouldn't want to I wouldn't want to make a song that's like this and then be compared to NCS of all things, which is completely different. But yeah. Uh, I think it is probably fair enough for us to move on to the next song. We've been on here for about 20 minutes so far. And we're only on the 4th song, which actually isn't that bad. We're doing pretty good time. I forgot to play the background music, but I'm too lazy to put it on, so we're just gonna be NCS BeepBox song would be quite silly. It would be. We're gonna be listening to the next song though, which is a bass. Oh my god. Okay, that one actually did mess me up because funny story. I have this friend who lives in Argentina who said he was talking about the bass, like a bass instrument, and accidentally said bass, but we were trying to correct him saying, no, you pronounce it as bass, and he kept saying, no, it's bass. Like, he was like adamant that it was bass and not bass. But anyways, the song's called Bass Breakout, Wily Stage Theme by marleyjauz. Me when I make a typo in my joke. Oop. Anyways. This is going to be pretty cool, because I forgot to read the description. Wily stage theme I made in 2 hours for my Mega Man fan game. Please enjoy. If you guys like Mega Man, then let's see if it sounds like Mega Man. Guys, A year ago, I wanted to do a cover of an NCS song, but it ended up being kind of bad because my old and crappy Chromebook sucked at low sounds. Well, yeah, I don't really care for doing mixing through speakers. I always do mixing through specifically headphones, if possible. If I can't do mixing through headphones, then I just don't do it at all. But yeah, let's take a listen to this song. Okay, this time it didn't loop. Okay, that's nice to know. Anyways, that was pretty cool. I actually quite like me some Marley music. If I'm not mistaken, they actually made music for have you guys ever heard of the F&F mod hit single reel? It's the one where Silly Billy comes from. Um The song, what's it called? I was busy doing meds and I could not comment immediately until finished. That's fair enough. I forgot. Wait, hold on. What? Copy to gimmick map link almost posted instead of my bug saxophone. Anyways, yeah, Marley. They made "Let There Be Light" on hit single "Real." I think. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember exactly, but I'm fairly certain they made that song. I missed the quiet. Yeah, anyways, if you guys like Silly Billy, give a shout and post Caterpillar saxophone. Anyways, I think it's time to move on to the next song, which is number 5. Just a bit closer by magnumdocet. The description says, full title, two enemies fall in love, what happens next will shock you. Yeah, so if you guys want to see some non-binary romance, let's check it out. That's perfect for Valentine's Day. That ending sure was something, but overall, that was actually a really good song. I liked that a lot. I pretty commonly enjoy the magnumdocet songs, and I hope they keep posting songs, please, please. Anyways, yeah, that was pretty nice. I don't really have anything to comment outside of like, I liked it a lot. I don't have any. It must have been the win. I don't think there's any critiques I can give to that. That would be probably a 95 or 100 on the BeepBox submission sheets. Is it like this? What are you guys talking? Why are you guys still posting Buck saxophone when I told you to just post it? Like, if you liked what was it called? Hit single reel. And I know now you guys are just posting it just to post it. You guys don't even care about that. Anyways, yeah, that was a pretty cool other way. I don't know what they're on about. Yeah, but Bug saxophone. Anyways, chop top, are you bug saxophone? Firebug saxophone? I think, you know what? I'm getting distracted, guys. I think we should move on. Let's listen to number 6, which is Moyer by Goldeniusz. Yeah, let's take a listen. Actually, we're not going to take a listen just yet for some inexplicable reason. The samples did not load, and I have to refresh. Snake saxophone. Let's take a listen. was pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, I'm pretty into it. I think the thing is that overall, I feel like the instrumentation could have been like a little bit better, but I feel like it works. You know, it doesn't have to be like super crazy. You don't have to change all that much. I just feel like maybe if there was a little bit less presets here and there, like the bass. I'm pretty sure the bass was a picked bass preset, which if there was less of that, I feel like it would be like really cool. But that's not really important. What is important is listening to songs. I was thinking actually before we move on, let me put on the music. And second of all, I was thinking to myself, you know, it'd be kind of funny if one day Execort's just like, it could be like, heh, and then he's gonna freaking post like Paul Tail music and like he's gonna like submit Paul Tail music to BeepBox Radio, and it's gonna be like, oh no, because my 600 bug saxophones will take over the world, maybe. But yeah, I think if Paul Tell showed up on BeepBox Radio, I'd be scared. I don't find it necessary to use samples all the time. You don't need samples. I'm just saying, like, using presets kind of feels, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not bad, but I feel like you could have put more effort into it, you know? It feels low effort. That's the word I'm looking for. I use samples for drums and meme sound effects. I don't really use meme sound effects, but I do use drum samples. I haven't used presets in like a year. Yeah, half the time I don't even use presets. I just use like FM and like instruments I make myself. But yeah, overall, I think that if one were to learn how to make instruments in the BeepBox, it could be crazy. Frogwa best preset. I use a preset and then turn it into the preset into a chip with. I mean, that kind of works, but I feel like in some cases, FM or like Super Saw or harmonics or even like Spectrum is a bit better to use than chipwave. But you know, I'm not like an expert, so I'll just let you guys do your thing. Oh, oopsie, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, we're gonna be moving on to the next song, which is let me get the number 7. Retro Relic by Arztiser. The description says, another day, another relic. I thank the audience for having to deal with my music. I am sorry if you don't like it, but I decided to go back and try to capture that retro groove. Please sit back, relax, and groove to this latest release. From your favorite or least favorite BeepBox artist, Arztiser. Oh, I don't really appreciate the self-deprecation, but we'll listen to it anyways. Let's check it out. Alrighty, that was Retro Relic. That was pretty great. I kind quotation, I kind of like it. 80% of my songs are FM. FM is so powerful. It is genuinely like the best thing ever. You can make anything with FM if you had enough like frequencies. But yeah, I think it's fair enough to just move on to the next song. Put the music on. That being number 8, Supernova. The description says, combat version of my song Vacuum. I haven't tried making anything like this since BB Racer, so I'm very far outside of my comfort zone compared to my usual metal tracks. Still, I thought this one turned out good. Hope you all enjoy. Now, that's what we like to see. You see, how, like, the best way to improve in terms of music is to go out of your comfort zone and make something that you're not used to. You see? If you make something that you're not used to, you'll learn, and you'll develop, and you'll get better at it. And then once you learn, you're like, oh, I can use this in my normal song. So over time, you'll be like, oh, well, if I learn how to make these songs and then learn a customizable waveform is so, it's like 4 up, honestly. Yeah, I mean, you don't really need that many operators, but it's like, pretty cool. Anyways, let's take a listen to this song. Okay. Yeah, that was really good. See, now you guys might be able to get what I meant by if you go out of your comfort zone, you'll learn something new and you'll get better. That was really good, like I said. And now that we've had an example of, hey, maybe doing something different helps out with getting better, maybe maybe you guys will try out, well, if you guys want to, like, say, if you guys want to get better at music, you should try out experimentation and see what kind of weird, like, funky beats you guys can make. But yeah, overall, I like that a lot, and I think that in terms of battle music, that was actually really cool. I like me some battle music, and if that was for like a fight, yeah. But because of this track, I've been doing like nothing but EDM songs for like 2 weeks. I see. Yeah, actually, I have a similar story with that. At some point, I messed with making some, like, what's it called, rock-esque, like, drum sets on hi Q's dog. Anyways, I was playing with some pretty cool drum set samples on AbyssBox, and I was like, oh wait, these are really cool, and I ended up making an instrument set that sounded really nice. And I was like, oh wow, I can make rock songs now. And then after that, I started using those samples like everywhere. And then after that, I revisited an old album of mine, and then I made something completely different with the same instruments. And I was like, oh wow, this is actually really cool. And then I started doing that. So it's like, if you guys start doing something different, you'll be like, oh well, if I keep doing something different, then maybe I'll learn something from that, and then I can apply it to what I normally make. You know, it's pretty cool. Anyways, I think enough dilly-dallying about yapping about how people should make something new is getting old. We shall start moving on to the next song, which is number 9, Epitome by Phantom Umbra, which I'm pretty sure we played this before, but I can't remember. I remember this name. The description said, someone asked me to make an ASIM theme song, so I did this. Let's check it out. That end, that end sounded awfully familiar to me. Overall, that was a nice song, but I'm fairly certain this ending bit. Hold on, let's go to it just for a second. Just for a second, it sounded familiar. If you pay attention. Oh, why is it lagging now? I think I'm going crazy, but that sounds like credit song for my dad. No, I'm not the only one. Oh my god. What are your specs? I've said this a million times. I have no graphics card, and I'm running a AMD Ryzen 3 like CPU. I've heard it through the entire song. Yeah, credit song for my death at the end. Well, they're the entire song, but yeah. At first, my brain was thinking Fortnite OG's like lobby music. Like, remember back in like, I don't know if you guys remember this, but back in Fortnite's like first few chapters up to like chapter 5 or 6, I think. It was, I remember at least back to chapter 2. No, I meant not chapter 2, season 2. Back Fortnite season 2, the lobby music back then, I felt like it sounded like that for some. Why is this not in song player? Did I forget to put these in? No, that's just the one that. What? Oh, that's weird. Anyways, guys. Well, I don't have one neither. Yeah, the thing with the CPU is that it has integrated graphics, which is just like it's the CPU built into, well, it's the GPU built into the CPU, which makes it run really bad. Especially since mine's a Ryzen 3, and that's not even like standard. The standard's like Ryzen 5, so I'm like behind. But yeah, if you guys don't really care about that, we're gonna move on and listen to this next song, which I forgot to put the title of. You guys are going to like this one, because just like how every week we can't go without some Deltarune, we still can't go without some Deltarune. So yeah, this song is a Chaos King cover by Criminal Alliance, which the description says, the description was like a full thing. If you guys ever seen the video that's like, I positive tested for COVID, I positive boast COVID, I got a new roach, like that video. You guys know that one? Yeah, that's the one that was in the description. But I was like, I'm not reading all that, so I just decided to replace it with I'm not reading all that. Anyways, yeah, if you guys recognize that video, give a shout. Put bug saxophone in the chat if you guys know that video. Anyways, we're gonna be listening to the song. So yeah, if you guys like Deltarune, how light might I be? Well, we started 53 minutes ago, and we're on the 10th song, so you're a little late, but it's okay. Anyways, let's listen to the song. Alrighty, that was pretty cool. The Chaos King covering my Chaos King. Yeah, that was pretty cool. My internet crashed so hard it skipped through the entire song. That is unfortunate. Anyways, guys, I want you to take a guess. What song is playing next? Do not look at the description because that's cheating. If you guys can guess, uh, she chaos my king to like Toby on. Nope. Anyways, the next song is Pandora's Palace by Damage LOL, which if you guys know, that's the castle theme in chapter 2 when you get to Queen's Palace. So, pretty ironic that we went from what is it called? Chaos King, which is chapter 1, to Pandora's Palace, which is chapter 2. Anyways, the description says, I started this cover nearly a year ago now, and I haven't come back to it until now, which with much better skills. This one, as per usual, at this point, is quite accurate in my opinion. Let's check it out. Alrighty, that was pretty cool. I hold on. Okay, honestly, Kirik. I'm gonna assume that's how you pronounce your name. Um, I actually have the same problem where I'm not very good at picking out notes from ear, so I could not begin to tell you how to make that song. And if I ever wanted to make a remix, I would have to have someone else like transcribe the notes, so that way I could just make the song without having to worry about transcribing the notes, because that's my biggest weakness. I genuinely just cannot do that. Anyways, that was pretty cool, pretty accurate enough where Materia Collective's gonna be like, "Hey, buddy, hey, pal of mine, I think that you're possibly infringing on our copyright." So yeah, I like using guitar. Wait, hold on, guitar tabulature for making covers. I see. Yeah. Anyways, the next song is "The Forced Echo" by Happy Lemon Lime. The description says, "Quick thing I made in like an hour and a half before I went to sleep." Also, hi, Nausicaa! Anyways, let's take a listen.
That was a rather calming song. Huh. Yeah, that was pretty nice. I liked that a lot. You know, I thought about it for a second, and it's been a little while since I've talked, since Goober's talked. So I decided to talk for a second, just for this next song. Because the next song is number 13. Yes, this is a username. Here's a fun fact. Yesterday was Friday the 13th, which is kind of fun. Why is everybody so surprised I'm talking? Has it really been that long? Anyways, yeah, I hope you guys like this next song. I feel like the last song was pretty... I feel like you guys are a little too, excited for me to talk, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna move on to the next song.
Alrighty, that was Distant by, yes, this is a username. I would like to say, had less high end than I thought, my bad. Okay, well, the thing is, I turned it down a little bit, so it wasn't as loud, so the loud, like, the high peaks of loudness, was less prevalent, but overall, I liked it pretty well. This being from 2024 is kind of crazy to me, because it's like, God... I was 17 when I made AbyssBox, and I'm turning 20 in a couple months. Yeah, I think it's kind of funny. Was it? Yeah, okay. AbyssBox was made January 1st of 2024, and it's now February 14th of 2026, so it's been 2 years. But I turned 18. How old is Goober? I don't know. How old is this creature? Anyways, I made this in jummbox and remixed it in AbyssBox. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I am not... Okay, hold on. Dragon Coder, I am not reading the entirety of the positive tested, like, in one go. Actually, you're not far off, Aiden boy. Anyways, we're gonna be listening to the next song, which is the second embodiment of joy, which is called "The Happy Song" by the Stupid Jewel. I don't really care for calling people stupid, so that's kind of mean to put that in your username. Anyways, the scripture says, the song might be a little quiet, but this isn't much of an inconvenience if you don't have any hearing disabilities. I am sorry if you do, though, with a sad bracket face. Is there sad bracket face? Anyways, let's take a listen. I think this is the right song. Alrighty, that was the happy song, and yeah, it was pretty good. I could see why you'd call it the happy song, because it actually was pretty happy. You weren't wrong. So, yeah. Wouldn't really change anything. I think it was pretty cool. Also, regarding the volume, I don't think it was very quiet, and I think the reason why you thought it was quiet was because you just had your headphones turned down when you were making it. Anyways, I think it's time to move on to the next song. We only got a few songs left. That being, the next song is number 15, Iodizing by creeperdoesredstone. Let's take a listen. Actually, let's not take a listen because I forgot to read the description. The description says, remove the other instance of ionizing. That instance is outdated. Well, that's too bad because we played it last week. Anyways, anyway, I got to experiment with some new ideas in this track. Easily one of my best tracks so far. See, I keep telling you guys, if you experiment, you'll grow up. Anyways, let's listen. was pretty chill. I actually quite liked that. Yeah. So I will say this: you cannot count me on you cannot count on me reading descriptions before it happens, before it shows up on radio, because I do not read the descriptions until they are on a radio already. So, yeah, if you guys want me to know about something, ping me or DM me on Discord. So then that way I know. Because if you guys don't tell me, then I won't know. Seems like common sense. But, I mean, clearly this is an example of, hey, I completely forgot to tell you that, this song is outdated. Anyways, yeah, that was pretty cool. I will say that if you guys are going to have an issue, just tell me, please. The first person to DM me on Discord gets one bug saxophone. Where the heck are you? Hey, guy. I got it. Yeah. Okay, let's listen. Let's listen to Split Atom. Oh wait, I forgot to put the title. Anyways, this next song is number 16, Split Atom by That BeepBox Guy. That BeepBox Guy is pretty good, so let's check it out. The description says, I like speedcore. I think I like speedcore. Oh no. I'm kind of rushing the... It ended! Oh my goodness, that was pretty fast. Yeah, anyways, that was Split Atom, which, fun fact, I'm actually, taking a chemistry class, this year, so that's, kind of funny. I can't wait to explode when I split an atom. If you can get that possible, if you can get that small to split an atom, have fun, I guess. Anyways, yeah, that was pretty cool. But we're gonna be looking at the last song, Nuclear Fission. Yeah! It's like that one SpongeBob episode where Plankton gets so mad that he starts splitting atoms and blows up. Anyways, number 17. Wait, what? I thought I copied this. What happened? Hello? Oh god. OBS, no, don't die. Okay. The title doesn't work. Nope. Hold on. There's the title in the chat. Anyways, yeah. The description says, I present to you the Buggies Band. Say hi. Anyways, let's take a quick listen. I missed the Alrighty, that was Bug Parade by Wind TV. I don't know how to pronounce the name. I don't feel like doing it. Anyways, yeah, that was pretty cool. I would like to show you guys something funny. So regarding this song, I don't feel like they used enough channels. Like, if you guys just take a moment to look, okay? There's just a few channels, right? I don't think they used enough though. Like, I don't see why they didn't use more. They could have, like you could have used more drum channels. Like, you could have used all 60 drum channels too. See, now that is interesting. All 60 drum channels with all 60 patterns. This is not the first time I've seen someone do this. More drum channels. There's only 60 that you can do. I think you can have up to 24 mod channels as well. No, what? Wait, how far can these go? 60 mod channels too? My god. Who needs 180 channels? Yeah. That was pretty cool. Yeah. Not sure why you had all these. Is it because you wanted different colors? Like the different, like specific channel colors per instrument or something, or like what? Because that is a very specific, like, reason to do all this. Anyways, we need that many channels. I think the only person that could possibly ever use this many channels is probably Glide. And if Glide somehow manages to use not only 60, like, what's it called? Pitch channels, but also 60 drum channels as well, that would be kind of nuts, and their computer would blow up. Probably. Anyways, I think I don't really have anything to do now. I don't feel like using the regular cover, so I'm just gonna overlay this right here. There we go. Yeah! Let's move it down below the outlines. There we go. Anyways, I'm glad you all could show up. Today was a special day because it was it was Valentine's Day, you know? Shop top should turn into a steak. That's weird! Anyways, since the 60th channel was used... Wait, hold on. What's the 60th channel? Yeah. It's a crash pad. It's a crash symbol. Okay. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. And I don't really know what else to do. I don't feel like drawing, and I don't feel like playing video games. So I feel like I'm just gonna end the radio, and yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed today's radio. It ended up not being as long as the other ones, only an hour and 24, which is not bad. Also, if you were to press 1 and 4 on any of the channels, you can find some more melody. Ooh, actually, let's see this. Actually, hold on. Pause. So any of the channels, like all of the. Oh my God! Why? So they were all being used. Like, what does this sound like? Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Pretty neat lore. Anyways, I think we should end radio. Shorter than usual, but a few more songs than usual as well, I think. Yeah, I think it was a little bit shorter because some of the songs were under a minute. But I don't think it really matters. We should just, like, you know, chill, and stop radio, because I feel like it would be pretty cool if we could go do other things, like, you know, make music, stuff like that, you know, hang out, have fun, live life. But yeah, we're gonna be just ending radio now. In fact, send as many tomatoes. Actually, here, I'll have Goober do the outro.
Why are you making me do it? Chop Top, I should teach you how to make maps for Source Engine games. I will become the voice of Goober. You are not doing that. So realistic. 42. I see. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's radio. And I think we should just end it. Can you do it? It already does. Anyways, I will see you guys next week. Bye.